In 2016, Mega Minion used to be considered the most game-changing card in Clash Royale.
The Mega Minion.
The Mega Minion.
Oh, he's owning the baby dragon.
Well, and the Mega Minion's getting all the close to the tower. They're well played.
Wow, what?
It could take out the balloon in less than 6 seconds, was used in the best Clash Royale match ever,
Magic shot. Magic Archer gets another shot.
and its top ladder usage rate reached 56% at one point. But 8 years later, things have changed. A lot. Mega Minion has left players' hearts over the years, and its usage rate has dropped by more than 90%. So what in the Clash Royale world happened? What caused these drastic changes, and how did the best card in the game become so average? To fully understand what happened, we must start at the very beginning.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
It's January of 2016, and Clash Royale has just launched with 14 common cards, 14 rare cards, and 14 epic cards. At this time, the Mega Minion still needed to be introduced to the game. Players were experimenting with different strategies and card combinations to find the most effective gameplay. The absence of the Mega Minion allowed for other air troops to dominate the battlefield, such as the Baby Dragon and minions. If you placed any card in the arena, it would have a different mechanic: hit points, damage, or elixir cost, because each card has been nerfed or buffed over the years. Skeletons spawned in groups of 4, the X-Bow could target both air and ground units, zap stunned enemies for 1 second, and all those changes are somewhat important. But you'd know how to play these cards even today. But there's one card you wouldn't recognize at all. This card was the strongest building of all, costing 6 elixir and could withstand 4 strikes from the Prince, including its charge. But before I reveal which card it was, I'd like to point out that 99% of the people watching this video are not subscribed. So, hey, if you enjoy watching my videos, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. I'm aiming to reach 1,000 subscribers by 2025, and I know we can get there. So, which card was I talking about? Cannon. Cannon costs 6 elixir, which is more than the Inferno Tower, causes a lot of damage, has a large number of hit points, and has a lifetime of 1 minute, as compared to 30 seconds today. So if you return to 2016, the game would feel completely different. In the early days, only 4 air troops were among the 42 cards, a stark contrast to the 13 air troop cards available today. These included 2 commons, Minions and Minion Horde, and 2 epics, Baby Dragon and Balloon. At this point, Mega Minion hadn't been introduced to the game. However, it would soon become the most game-changing air troop in Clash Royale, with one of the highest usage rates ever seen. As Clash Royale continues to expand and surprise its players, it's clear that the game's evolution is far from over. If you're an OG, you're most likely familiar with the term Trifecta, which stands for the most powerful deck in 2016. In Clash Royale, Trifecta refers to a powerful combination of 3 cards: Hog Rider, Hog Rider, Musketeer, and Valkyrie, known for their synergy and effectiveness in battles. Come on, I just had to. Tri means 3, and Fecta means factor, or 3 winning factors, also known as triangle control, which offers a better picture of how it works. Musketeer close to the King Tower, Valk at the bridge for defense, then a Hog is brought in. This combo was devastating. Valkyrie would take out swarm cards, clearing the way for the Hog Rider, while Musk took care of bats and supported Valkyrie if an opponent placed a knight.
Pump there. This is a good match, guys. It's Trifecta versus Trifecta. The only difference in the 2 decks is that substitution of the Ice Spirit for the Skeleton, as we talked about earlier. So it looks like it's going to go to overtime here, guys. This is going to be a good one. Here comes the Hog Rider. I can only bet, and there it is in the right-hand lane. He's going to drop the poison, and there it is. The Trifecta with the poison. That's what Jordan wants, and that might get it done here. Hog Rider 1, 2, 3.
While ground-based strategies like Trifecta were dominating, the game's meta was about to change with the introduction of new air troops, such as the Lava Hound in mid-2016. One of the most popular combinations was the Lava Nuke deck, where the Lava Hound would tank for the balloon to deal massive damage to the opponent's towers. Kinda cool how the card was used the same way in Royale that you'd use it in Clash of Clans. Anyway, I digress. This new strategy proved to be extremely effective, especially against ground-based decks like the Trifecta. The shift towards air-focused gameplay forced players to adapt their strategies and incorporate anti-air cards into their decks to stay competitive in the evolving meta. But wait, this is where things become extremely fascinating. As players became familiar with the air versus ground dynamics, Clash Royale was about to introduce a game changer. In September of 2016, Clash Royale announced the Mega Minion, a flying unit that quickly became a necessity in many decks.
Look at the damage from that Mega Minion. It does so much.
With its extremely high damage and decent health, the Mega Minion became a reliable counter to popular air units like the balloon. This forced players to once again adapt their strategies, as the addition of the Mega Minion added a new layer of complexity to the already evolving meta. What's interesting is that the Mega Minion was the first card offered in the game, along with a special offer in the shop.
Check this out. In the shop, you can unlock it in a new and different way, buying a stack of 100. This obviously a way to level up that card quickly.
Many players took advantage of this offer to quickly level up their Mega Minion and incorporate it into their decks. The introduction of the Mega Minion not only changed the way players approached air units, but it also impacted the overall balance of the game. Its versatility and effectiveness led to a shift in the meta, with players experimenting with new strategies and deck combinations to effectively counter the Mega Minion. The game was never the same after the Mega Minion entered the arena, proving that one card can truly revolutionize the gameplay experience. This whole September upgrade was quite significant, considering that cards such as Ice Golem, Graveyard, and Inferno Dragon were introduced together with the Mega Minion. The game became even more complex. Players now had to not only consider how to counter the Mega Minion, but also how to counter the strategies and synergies that emerged with these new cards. Players moved from Valkyrie to Ice Golem. Graveyard quickly became one of the most popular cards in players' decks, acting as a legendary win condition. But the fascinating thing is that Inferno Dragon faced a lot of hate. You might think that being legendary is one of the best, right? Well,
joke lol.
Inferno Dragon is complete ass. It's not that people don't know how to use him. He is just a completely useless card that can't defend or attack and has no health.
to be honest, I didn't believe it was a useless card, but the Inferno Dragon needs to be in the right hands to truly showcase its potential. Only then can it dominate the game and prove its worth. While many players hated the Inferno Dragon, Mega Minion was the complete opposite. Mega Minion quickly became a favorite among players due to its versatility and high damage output. Unlike the Inferno Dragon, Mega Minion was able to defend and attack effectively, making it a valuable asset in any deck. Its ability to take down air and ground troops with ease made it a top choice for many players, and its popularity only grew as more strategies were developed around it. Overall, Mega Minion's exceptional performance in both offense and defense made it the go-to card for many players, solidifying its position as the best card in the game. To give you an idea of how powerful the Mega Minion was in 2016, let's compare to its current strength. Rare cards have a maximum level of 11, yet if you placed a level 11 minion in the arena today with its stats from 2016, he would do more damage per second than a level 15 minion. That's pretty insane, right? It's no wonder that Mega Minion has been described as a mini P.E.K.K.A. in the sky, but how is this possible? Mega Minion at level 11 had 1,011 hit points and dealt 414 damage. Mega Minion now at level 15 has 1,220 hit points and deals 454 damage. If we compare the stats, we could think that what I mentioned earlier is false, and that today's Mega Minion is actually stronger on defense, but here's the thing. Today's level 15 Mega Minion has an attack speed of 1.5, leading to 302 damage per second. However, in 2016, Mega Minion's attack speed was faster, at exactly 1.3 seconds, leading to 318 damage per second. And that's not all. His attack range was 25% longer, so he began attacking troops much sooner. This video shows the difference more clearly. In the video, you can see that the previous version of Mega Minion was able to take down troops much more quickly due to its faster attack speed and longer attack range. Despite having fewer hit points and dealing slightly less damage, the older Mega Minion was more effective in defense because of its ability to eliminate threats faster. These minor changes make all the difference. Mega Minion could take out the Skarmy, Goblin Gang, or Skelly Barrel far more quickly than today's Mega Minion. Even though it had 200 HP fewer than the current version, its ability to eliminate troops faster outweighed this drawback. As a result, I found myself favoring the Mega Minion at level 11 from 2016 with its superior stats compared to today's level 15 version. It would kill the balloon faster, sometimes a 0.2 second difference may stop a death bomb from reaching your tower. This can have a significant impact on the outcome of battles. Agree or not, here is one undeniable fact. Mega Minion stood out as the most impressive card back then, and for good reason. It would kill the balloon in less than 6 seconds. Today, Mega Minion takes more than 8 seconds to take out the balloon. But what about a giant? With 5,100 HP, a Mega Minion could kill him in just 16 seconds. Today, that would take 20 seconds to take out a giant. To put it simply, the Mega Minion was a high-flying Hulk compared to its current version, doing more damage in less time. Its popularity grew so fast that people were calling it Meta Minion for a while. If you ask players which deck would be the best to add Mega Minion to, they would say every deck.
What was the nickname that you called it and people on Reddit call it?
Everyone calls it Meta Minion on Reddit because
right.
I think every deck that's popular had it in there somehow. Like the Hog deck,
ridiculous.
the Golem deck, the Lava Hound, it's just really, really, really strong.
A Reddit user named Woody recorded the global top 100 battle decks used in the final season of 2016, and the results were shocking. Cards like Mini P.E.K.K.A, Tesla, Sparky, Goblins, and Dark Prince had a 0% usage rate. On the other hand, the majority of players used these 8 cards, and you'd never guess which one was the most popular. You know what? I'll give you a few seconds. Let me know down in the comments if you guessed correctly. Alright. If you picked Tombstone, you're wrong. The most popular card was the Ice Golem, with a 77% usage rate, followed by Zap at 76% and Mega Minion at 56%. This means you'd face Mega Minion in every second match. The popularity snapshot from 2016 reveals the dominance of certain decks in Clash Royale. Among them, Bowler Graveyard Control emerged as the most widely used deck, with 15 players relying on its strategic power in 100 matches. This was closely followed by the Expo Siege, which attracted the attention of 9 players. Additionally, the Lava Hound Balloon Beatdown strategy proved successful for 6 individuals, while Balloon Bowler Control saw 4 players utilizing its potential. So it's safe to say the Mega Minion, with its 56% usage rate, was the king of all air troops for a long time. And as we all know, if a card can be included in every deck, there's something wrong with it, which is why Supercell chose to nerf Mega Minion for the first time, and its downfall began. A balance update released at the end of November of 2016, which reduced the Mega Minion's damage by 6% while increasing its attack time interval to 1.4 seconds, up from 1.3 seconds. This was a huge change.
The Mega Minion's damage is going to be decreased by 6%, and its hit speed is being decreased to only 1.4 from 1.3, so that's just 0.1 second slower as one of the most used cards.
Damage.
However, even with the nerf, its usage rate didn't drop by much.
Oh my gosh, Mega Minion do work. Guys, look at this Mega Minion. I'm gonna zap. I'm just doing it because I want to be mean and I want to do a lot of damage. Look at the Mega Minion go! Yes! He's doing so much damage! Seriously, I was not expecting this.
The Mega Minion's incredible versatility and strong defensive capabilities allowed it to remain a dominant force in the Clash Royale meta. For example, he was an essential part of most Golem decks, especially this deck, which was one of the most popular beatdown decks. In this deck, players would use the Mega Minion as a defensive unit to counter enemy troops, and then utilize its remaining health to support their Golem push. But it didn't take long, and Mega Minion saw one of the most major changes in 2017. In 2017, many players continued to complain about Mega Minion even after its initial nerf, claiming that it was too powerful and not a balanced card at all. The Clash Royale team listened to the players' feedback and made additional adjustments to the Mega Minion. It's January of 2017, and a balance update has reduced the Mega Minion's damage by 4%, while increasing its attack time interval to 1.5 seconds, and if you remember, that is up from 1.4. One might expect this update to completely kill the card. However, players soon realized that even with the damage reduction and slower attack speed, the Mega Minion still offered great value for its cost. Its ability to take down air troops quickly and effectively remained unchanged. Some players still used Mega Minions in their decks, while others weren't happy with the fact that the card had become too balanced. Still one of the best cheap defensive cards there are, owing to its high DPS and resistance against most spells, a staple in a lot of my decks. Used to be broken AF, now it's balanced. One of the most balanced cards in the game right now. While some players may argue that Mega Minion is still a valuable defensive card due to its high DPS and resistance against most spells, others believe it has become too balanced and no longer stands out among other cards. Despite its initial balance, Mega Minion now holds a reputation as a game changer when combined with the right cards, especially since one of the most powerful cards was introduced to the game in April of 2017, the Night Witch. The Night Witch spawned 4 bats upon her death, and her attack speed was much faster than it is today. This made her a perfect pairing with the Mega Minion, as the bats provided additional support and distraction while the Mega Minion dealt significant damage. That's how Golem decks became even more popular among players due to the deadly combination of the Night Witch and Mega Minion. The addition of bats provided an extra layer of defense and offense, making it difficult for opponents to counter the Golem's relentless push. As a result, the Mega Minion's reputation as a game changer grew even stronger, establishing its place as a key component in many Golem decks. Not only that, but Mega Minion was heavily played by players in the 2017 Clash Royale World Finals. Mega Minion, for example, played an important part in several matches during the semifinals between Vietnam and the United States. It was a matchup between Mint and Wings. The Mega Minion proved to be a crucial card in Wings' victory. With the Giant as the main tank, the Mega Minion provided consistent air support, taking down any flying troops that tried to counter the push. Overall, the combination of the Giant, Mega Minion, and Pump deck proved to be a formidable strategy in Wings 3-1 over Mint. Mega Minion was also used by the best player in the Clash Royale 2017 World Finals, Sergio Ramos. In one of the last matches against Music Master, Sergio Ramos used a Golem deck with the Mega Minion and was able to deal significant damage to the tower while also taking out the flying machine, resulting in a win.
All right, this
we
is
are
for
here
you.
with the first ever World Championship, the Ultimate Champion, Sergio Ramos!
Woo!
This highlights the versatility and effectiveness of the Mega Minion in various decks. Whether it's used as a support troop or a defensive unit, the Mega Minion has proven time and time again to be a game changer in Clash Royale. And we're far from over. Later in the video, you'll find out that Mega Minion took part in the 2019 World Finals, which was by far the best battle in Clash Royale history. However, despite its balanced state, the call for further changes continued, and in 2018, the Mega Minion saw yet another nerf. Now, the July 2018 update brought a seemingly minor nerf, just 0.1 seconds in attack speed, but was it really minor? Keep in mind that Mega Minion was added to the game with a 1.3 second attack time interval, so we're looking at a 20% decrease in attacking speed in just over 2 years. To show you how massive this nerf is, listen to Nick. He explained it perfectly.
And the hit speed goes down 0.1. OJ gave us a fun stat that we could throw in here. He calculated it's 15% damage per second slower.
Wow.
So, hidden numbers, right? As one of the most
That's actually pretty big.
And if we include 2 earlier damage nerfs, we're looking at a 10% decrease in damage since it was added to the game. As a result, Mega Minion's usage rate continues to decline, causing it to gradually fade into obscurity within the Clash Royale community. Fans of Mega Minion can only hope that there won't be any more nerfs to this card in the future, but unfortunately, this situation has not turned out favorably. In 2019, 2 big events happened. Mega Minion was nerfed, but it still appeared in the best match in Clash Royale history. In the July 2019 update, the Mega Minion's range was reduced from 2 to 1.6 tiles. Wow, I might quit playing. Why on earth did they nerf Mega Minion? It didn't need one. What the fuck is with the Mega Minion nerf? As you can guess, Mega Minion fans had a difficult time processing this news. And they have every right to be upset. Look how they massacred my boy. This is a significant reduction in his sight range, 20% to be exact. So now he attacks troops later, and he can be kited without even hitting the opponent's unit. At this point, Mega Minion is so slow compared to what it used to be at the start that players would rather rely on minions or any other 3 elixir cards to quickly kill opponents' troops. But not Morton, one of the best Clash Royale players to this day. In the 2019 Clash Royale World Finals, he used a graveyard deck, with Mega Minion playing a major part. This was the semifinal between Surgical Goblin and Morton, and I remember witnessing it live in 2019. And let me tell you, I have never seen such an intense match. This match still gives me goosebumps to this day, and if you haven't seen it yet, it'll be the most memorable moment of your life.
Right-hand side just to not eat a massive amount of damage, and here we go, left-hand side. Magic Archer not put in the right spot. Just barely falling short on that geometry.
Valkyrie high, nope, Skelly's come in. Magic Archer still does not connect. Morton might be able to take this, Rich.
This is absolutely wild. Graveyard down, and now Surgical Goblin going high with the Royal Ghost. Bandit trying to defend against Graveyard.
Skelly's trying to get to the tower. Poison is down, but we have Morton in the lead. If he gets the snowball down and Surge zaps, he still wins.
Inferno Tower high.
Magic Archer makes a shot.
Connecting.
Magic Archer gets another shot.
Martin trying to get Graveyard on tower. Poison gets down.
784.
1 HP. 1 HP.
Oh my
God. Surgical Goblin does it. Liquid's going to the final.
No matter how many times I watch this, I always get so hyped up in the last 30 seconds. The crowd screaming and the casters losing their minds. It's just such an amazing moment. For me and many others, it's the best match in the history of Clash Royale. Period. Looking back, the Mega Minion did a great job of countering P.E.K.K.A, Royal Ghost, Bandit, and even Magic Archer. Unfortunately, we can see the lineup on Mega Minion and Morton's tower right at this moment. Magic Archer gets 2 shots on the tower. Imagine if he had just gotten 1 shot. That would have changed everything. I couldn't find the video in which Morton discussed this match, but he stated that if he could go back, he would wait with the snowball and hit the Magic Archer. It's easy to get caught up in the what-ifs and second-guessing our decisions, but sometimes we just have to accept that things don't always go as planned in Clash Royale. Morton's choice to use the snowball on the Princess Tower seemed like a good idea for some chip damage. Perhaps if he had aimed for the Magic Archer instead, the outcome could have been different. But that's the beauty of the game. It keeps us on our toes and teaches us to adapt to unexpected situations. Even the most skilled players can make mistakes, and it's those moments that remind us that Clash Royale is a game of strategy and chance. In 2020, the Mega Minion may not be as strong as it used to be, but it still has its value in the game. Players still had Mega Minion in their hearts, which is nice to see. One of the most balanced cards in the game. Perfect as it is, it's probably the most balanced card. A super solid card, despite the nerfs he received. Thankfully, there were no additional nerfs afterward, so you could still see it in the arena from time to time. But just 2 years later, Mega Minion was torn apart as a result of a single update. At the beginning of 2022, players had no idea that there would be a new Air Troop card that would completely change the game. In October, a new update came in which involved a new card. This is easily the single most powerful card released in Clash Royale, comparable to the Night Witch when it was first introduced. The legendary Phoenix. Phoenix ruled the meta for a while, and if you weren't using Phoenix or filling your deck with counters, you were actively at a disadvantage. Just to give you an idea of why Mega Minion became the most useless air card in Clash Royale, let me compare its stats versus the Mega Minion. It costs only 1 more elixir than Mega Minion, and it has 45% more HP, enough to survive lightning, 38% more DPS, 76% faster hit speed, which allows it to kill swarms like minions and bats, revival ability, which often forces out more elixir, and knockback and splash damage on its death. The Phoenix was extremely powerful upon release, dominating the meta.
Spawn? Infinite spawns! Alright, he's dead.
However, the reasons behind its power are still unknown. It's possible Supercell miscalculated its strength during testing. Some players theorized that Phoenix was deliberately overpowered as a monetization strategy, but Supercell's true motives cannot be confirmed. While some saw Phoenix as pay to win, others enjoyed its dominant period in the game. I'm curious what your thoughts are, so let me know in the comments. Over the following months and years, Phoenix suffered significant nerfs that balanced its power level. Its HP was reduced, damage was lowered, and revival ability adjusted. Thankfully, these changes made Phoenix an average, well-balanced card. While Phoenix initially overshadowed other air troops like Mega Minion, its dominance faded as Supercell tweaked it. But wait. Mega Minion's story doesn't end there. Fast forward to 2023, a game-changing update brought Mega Minion back into the spotlight. In July of 2023, a balance update reduced the Mega Minion's attack time interval to 1.3 seconds from 1.6. This would be one of the most powerful buffs ever in the game, and Mega Minion would become an extremely effective card once again. Unfortunately, just 1 minute before releasing it to the game, Supercell chose to change the update from 1.6 seconds to 1.5 instead of 1.3. And while the update to Mega Minion's attack speed may not have been as significant as some players had hoped for, it still holds its own in the current meta. Mega Minion with a 5% usage rate proves it's not just a card, it's a legend that refuses to retire. So don't underestimate the power of Mega Minion just yet, as it can still make a game-changing difference in your battles. No matter the changes in the meta, Mega Minion has stood the test of time, making it a loyal ally for any Clash Royale player. Don't forget to subscribe and watch this video next. You want to take a guess at how many times I said Mega Minion throughout this video? Go on, I'll give you a sec. 94. That's a lot of Mega Minion. Oh boy.